Welcome back, America. We've been keeping a close watch on the headlines when it comes to measles and bird flu. And a couple days ago, I saw Dr. McCullough talking, and I noticed a little bit of change in his analysis of what's going on. I wanted to bring him back on. There's nobody we trust more about the science of medicine than he. Of course, he's the Chief Scientific Officer at one of our partners here, the Wellness Company. He joins us right now. Dr. McCullough, good to have you back on, sir.
Thank you.
So I think over the last few weeks, there have been some signs that maybe bird flu is going to have some jumping to human. Am I misreading that? What are you seeing? What's your current analysis?
I think bird flu has taken a turn for the worse. The outbreak has gone on far too long. This culling and introducing fresh flocks to get reinfected over and over again has allowed time an opportunity for genetic misadventure, actually mutation and genetic reassortment. Now we've had the emergence of the D1.1 variant. Right. We've had one man die in Louisiana, a severe case. Fortunately, a teenager survives in British Columbia, and now a toddler dies in Indonesia. I'm greatly concerned. It's taken a turn for the worse. We have 40 mammal species now that can get infected, and now there's evidence of mammal-to-mammal spread. I think human-to-human spread is just around the corner.
Oh, gracious. All right, so culling was part of the problem that got us here, but is culling the solution? What's the solution?
No, culling is not the solution. You know, the average facility is taken offline for 3 months. They have a fresh flock that is, installed and grows up and gets reinfected by the mallard ducks over and over again. The culling needs to change to just take out the sick birds, which are relatively few, let the remaining birds develop this Venn diagram of natural herd immunity. That's the only thing that's going to bring this to the end. We saw Secretary Rollins come out and be appropriately reserved about vaccines in the animals and in humans, because if we mass vaccinate, the virus will just get stronger.
Yeah. I want to make sure people understand this, because I think what you're describing is that this culling process has actually made the transmissibility and the jumping to species more severe, rather than letting a natural virus take its course and create immunity quicker. Is that the right way to look at this?
That's right. Decades ago, bird flu has been around for 100 or more years. It would sweep through, it would be over with in about 2 years, and the birds would get natural immunity. This biosecurity strategy of killing, 200 million chickens when we've only had 10,000 actually get sick with bird flu has been counterproductive and extended the crisis.
All right, we talked about what the solution is on the industry side of things. For everyday consumers, do we need to be concerned about buying eggs, buying chicken breasts? What do we need to be concerned or wary about?
No, cooking to over 165 degrees should kill any bird flu. We don't recommend drinking, raw, unpasteurized milk. Eggs should be fine. Wellness companies stepped in with the Prevent and Protect program to just get our critical medical kits out to the farmers to make sure they're protected. Twice daily nasal sprays, throat sprays, and gargles, and then, of course, immediate use of oseltamivir, which works when started on day one. Our farmers will be protected thanks to the Wellness Company, but we have to get the USDA biosecurity strategy on track.
Well, and thank you to you and your company for taking that generous step and just getting in front of it. We got a new leadership coming into NIH, Dr. Jay Bhattacharya. I think you and he agree on a lot of things. How important is it to get them in place quickly before we end up in another pandemic situation?
We need leadership that's transparent. I thought Bhattacharya and Macri today both did very well. Their opening lines were, a recommitment to the scientific process, what RFK is calling radical transparency, and that's what America wants to see.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Dr. McCullough, I want to shift gears to measles. We now have another death today. Measles is something, it's covered by the MMR vaccine, which as far as vaccine goes, pretty darn safe and reliable, and it's been around for a long time. Is measles something that we need to be worrying about, or is it only for people who are not vaccinated?
These cases need complete exposition, investigation. Remember, measles death, even before the vaccines, was way less than 1 in 1,000. How do we have 2 deaths in just a few hundred cases of measles? We have several hundred cases a year. What's changed? We need to hear about treatment where individuals are appropriately treated with vitamin A, which is protocol? Did they get the measles immunoglobulin, which is an antibody that blocks the measles virus? Did they get full supportive care, secondary antibiotics? We're not hearing any details. This is very important. 95% of the cases, our public health authorities say, are unvaccinated or vaccine status unknown. Well, how many of those are people who actually took the measles vaccine? They can't find their records to prove it.
Yeah, that's a really important thing to find out. If it were to evade the vaccine, what would that suggest about the virus, that it's more mutated?
I'm greatly concerned that this is not the measles of yesteryear, where it was so mild. 2 deaths makes me very suspicious that something has changed, and we need bona fide public health investigation. A measles death with no explanation is not acceptable.
Yeah. It's really important.
Is vitamin A something that is readily available to your everyday consumer? Is it something people should have in their house?
Vitamin A is available in liquid form. Now, it's advised to be given just under the direction of a doctor. Under age 1, 100,000 units a day for 2 days. Over age 1, 200,000 units a day for 2 days. Again, available. You can buy it on, online. A cup of carrot juice is about 40,000 units. So if you just wanted a home remedy, 2 cups of carrot juice, vitamin A is very preventive and effective against severe measles.
Yeah, that's
Nature's
amazing.
medicine.
I didn't even know that. One last quick question. Are we in danger of another pandemic, or are there steps that can be taken to make sure we don't hit pandemic status on the bird flu at some point?
I think we're on the verge of human-to-human transmission and severe cases, and it's going to come out of the poultry and cattle industry. We have to protect that industry. The personal protective equipment and culling is not going to be enough. I strongly advise that we get an early treatment program in place. Wellness Company has stepped in with our kits. We hope our government will follow with what we call Big Ag, the big manufacturers that have the most workers at risk.
Yeah. Brilliant strategy as always, sir. Again, folks, for all the things that Dr. McCullough has done over the last 4 years, he's built this incredible company, twc.health/justnews. You're going to go there. You can get all those wellness kits, including the new bird flu kit. Promo code is JustNews, twc.health/justnews. Go use the promo code JustNews. Get ahead of this and be smart. Dr. McCullough, as always, thank you so much for joining us.